Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday night, friends. Hope everyone's had an excellent weekend. It's been a nice, bright, sunny weekend for the most part, and nice and warm in my neck of the woods. Hope everyone's been having relaxing and everything, and getting prepared for the week ahead, the work week ahead, as is often the case. So normally tonight I'd be playing Last Epoch, and I was planning on doing that. But today I was taking some time to just kind of go through my backlog of games here and actually go, it's been a while since I've been on Steam and looked at, all the recommendations and everything, and there's a couple games that I've bought today that are pretty decent, at least from what I can see, and I kind of want to just take the night to just do some first impressions recordings. So that is my thought right now. Let's go. Where is my? I think it's this one. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, we're gonna play a couple random games tonight. I'm gonna time box each of them because there's a couple of them that I like to at least try to get through. Some of these I've played off camera like earlier today, and some I have not taken a look at. So we'll see what we can do here with what we've got. I would like to get through all of them, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get through all of them. So we'll have to see what we can do. I'm going to have to really, really stick to a certain time box on them. But let's see what we can handle, what we can do here. So let's go and take that down. And we're going to start out today with Insurmountable. Now this one I knew I'm not going to be able to, I'm just going to time box this to 30 minutes because this one, just one round of this is probably going to be a lot longer than 30 minutes, probably about an hour or so. So I know I'm not going to have the time for that. This down here. Be good, hopefully. This is an interesting one. But let's get a recording started. I'll be recording these for the YouTubes, hopefully. And we'll see what we come up with here, friends. Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Insurmountable. This is by Byte Rockers Games, and to be honest with you, when I picked this up, I thought it was early access. It's not. It actually looks like it's fully released out on Steam. Currently, it's 10% off at $17.99 US. Normally, $20 US. And the reason I say it seemed early access is not that it's particularly janky or anything, but it feels like it's missing some stuff. And I'll talk about that as we go. But basically this game, if I were to summarize this, it's a turn-based mountain climbing simulator, which sounds bonkers, but is actually really an interesting concept. One of my problems that I'm going to have with the game is that they don't take the concept nearly far enough, in my opinion. But we're going to, I want to get through a bunch of games tonight. I'm streaming this. So I'm going to time box this to a half an hour. It'll be enough for you to get an idea of the game. It won't be enough, probably won't be enough for us to do one full mountain unless I have incredibly bad luck, which I don't think will be a case, but you know, this is what we're going for right now. So let's do new game, and I will put a half an hour on the clock in a moment here. Let's where's my thing here? Let's go with this. What I'm going to need to do, though, I know this is going to be a thing, is I'm going to need to move my face because I'm going to be in the way. So I'm not going to start the timer until I move my face here. Give the game the benefit of the doubt. Right now I'm just going to kind of pop it over here about, and we'll see how that works. And let me flip horizontal there. There we go. Keep it there for a moment. So choose your mountaineer. A journalist. As an investigative journalist, you travel the world to expose major scandals. We get some hot tea, some heavy boots, the climbing axe, fur gloves, and we're single-minded. We ignore negative weather and terrain effects for 4 hours. That's an ability you trigger. Scientist, ambitious scientist. We walk the fine line between genius and insanity. That is a... Hey, Madge! We get a tent, hiking staff, fur gloves, analysis, and eagle eye. I have not played either scientist or journalist. I played adventurer on my first time through. Since I kind of understand adventure, I'm going to do that again. I've seen most people who've played this game have played scientist. I'm just going to do this. We get canned food, some climbing gloves, a tent, and sprint. Reduce time cost and everything. So we're going to choose that. You've dived down into the briny depths of the oceans in search of lost treasure, researched long extinct cultures in the deepest rainforest, and unearthed ancient ruins and endless deserts. No adventure was ever big enough for you, and nothing ever got in your way. Now a new challenge awaits you. A remote island long concealed behind a blanket of fog, a mountain range of which there is no record, and peaks that tower into the heavens just waiting to be scaled. This is the stuff of adventurers' dreams, and your chance to set your name into the history books. We'll start here. Just normal. Everything else is locked down. This game is called Insurmountable, and that's also the biggest difficulty here. So all we have right now is normal. So we're going to do that. And all I have is Mountain 1 because I failed when I tried to do this off camera to even get to the peak of Mountain 1. So there you go. Start. And then there's multiple routes you can take. To get to the top. I think I took Route 2, which had rough terrain but stable ice. Route 1 has cold nights but stable ice. And Route 3 has unusual phenomena and a blizzard. So I kind of understand the rough terrain, stable ice thing. I'm going to do this one again, Route 2. Because the cold nights, like... Cold nights are pretty bad. You're going to want to be able to travel during the nighttime and just to get anywhere. And yeah, that's a pretty rough one. So we're going to do Route 2. And once it loads, I'm going to make sure my face is not covering things. There we go. Let's move me down just a little bit here. And then I will pin that. There we go. Excellent. All right, and so we'll give this game 30 minutes. Actually, the timer's probably going to cover stuff, but that's all right. Well, we give this game 30 minutes. It's going to need more than 30, but you'll at least be able to see what's in store here. So starting now. There it is. As you stand at the base of the mountain looking up at the summit, you sense that adventure awaits. The island is shrouded in mystery. Why couldn't it be found on the map for all these years? Are the rumors about a group of unknown occupiers true? And who are the people that live here? As much as you would like to know, your most burning desire is to be the first to scale the summit. That's why you're here, risking your life. So, first point of contention. It's really hard to see in the game. Now, right now it's really easy because I can kind of pan down and you can see right there that is the summit of the mountain. Now, I had a problem when I was playing this earlier in that, oh wow, it actually selected something there. Let's right click through that. Now I had a problem when I first played in that I didn't realize I could kind of pan this all the way down like this to see that. And there's actually like a false peak, like over here. You can actually see it. Where I went up this peak and I thought I was done, and then I turned around and I was like, oh wait, that's the one I'm supposed to get up. So yeah, that's my one complaint right now. Now, apparently the scientist has better vision than the adventurer, so this is kind of a gameplay mechanic thing. But honestly, what I would really like for the game as far as quality of life is concerned is maybe there's a menu, like a button or something like that, where at any time, and you'll see as we get into the weeds here, at any time you can maybe click the button and it would like zoom the camera up to the peak, and then when you let go it would zoom it back down to you, so you can kind of see where you're at in relation to the peak, because otherwise it's kind of difficult, especially at nighttime, and when the weather effects start going you can't really see anything, so stuff like that. Now the movement, as I said, is kind of turn-based, where I can kind of click on things and I can kind of click wherever I want and it'll just go there. As you click, you're actually doing waypoints, so you got to kind of be careful, because I did this at one point where I clicked like here and I clicked here, and what he'll actually do is he'll actually go down, climb down, and climb back up again, so you got to be careful what you're doing there. And the other thing I've noticed, and I don't know if it's, maybe it was just the run that I did before, but sometimes the game doesn't seem to always take the fastest or the most direct route. The game seems to like to go up and down and up and down and up and down, when you could just like go side to side around things. But we'll see that as we go. And honestly, the only other complaint I have right now, and there's a few more, is that it does get really hard to tell what paths you have in front of you, especially when the weather comes in and whatnot, where it's like, can I go to the right? Can I go to the left? Sometimes it's really hard to tell. This icon here is for a campsite, so we'll head there because it's a point of interest. And down here we've got 4 bars. We got to keep all these in check. We've got energy, that's the most important thing. We've got oxygen, which won't become important until we get up to 6,000 meters. We've got sanity, which is always important, I suppose. And body temperature, which pretty much becomes the worst thing in the world, because you will have no body temperature for a very long time and not be able to really recover it based on what you're doing. There's obviously sleep to recover energy, and sometimes body temperature if you're inside a cave. We've got an inventory, so we've got a tent right now, which we only get 3 uses of. And we've got some canned food, which there's no food or water bars, so you don't have to worry about starving or anything like that. The food and stuff that you pick up really just gives you an energy boost, which is also very important. The other thing is, too, you get these abilities. And right now we've got Sprint, which gives me a negative 35% time cost on all terrain, and my body temperature goes +2 per hour when moving, and it'll last for 3 hours of in-game hours, which the in-game time goes pretty rapidly. And it's got a 24-hour cooldown, which is not so rapid. So there's that, and then we also have XP. We've got an XP bar here, which you'll see filling up as we go. The XP, as you level up, you get more skills or more passive buffs or debuffs. So you get both. You get a buff and a debuff at the same time, or you'll get more skills over here. Some of them are like the last run I had, one of the skills was take a break, and as you take a break, it would recover your sanity and stuff. So things like that. And also there's a speed up button. It has no effects on time or energy cost. It just basically makes it so that you don't sit here, because the default speed, like if I go like this, is pretty darn slow, and even the speed up is not the fastest thing in the world either, but it goes at least At least it's a little bit more bearable. There's really no reason why I don't think you would ever slow down. Because the only reason to slow down is if you were trying to stop your player. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. Further back, you see a small tunnel leading into the darkness. Explore a tunnel. You want to explore a tunnel, but it's so dark you can't see your hands in front of your face. Go through darkness on all fours. After a while, you encounter some rubble. It looks like the passageway has collapsed. You can't go any further. Okay. We got some XP and we leveled up. We don't need to sleep right now, so we'll just leave the cave. If you sleep, obviously, I think it goes like... You can do a short sleep, which is a couple hours, or a long sleep, which I think is like 10 hours or something. We can level up, and here's where we get positives and negatives. So, Event Expert, more efficient in events. We reduce sanity loss in events. Strong at getting the most out of events, no bonuses outside of events. Steep Climber, specialized in moving through steep terrain. Reduced energy costs on all terrain. But taking the direct path might make you miss out on events and experience, but strong at climbing fast direct routes to the summit. Or Extreme Geology, whenever you suffer a dangerous terrain event, gain some experience. Strong at using the terrain to your advantage, all bonuses are dependent on terrain. I'll take the Special Terrain Expert for now, and you'll see all these as they come through. They're all cumulative as you go, and there's another event over here. I guess that is about the most direct way we could go. So let's do that. You click once to set your target, and then you click again to have it execute it. I'm going to save my sprinting ability for when we start to get cold. See over here is the time of day, and the weather, and then what height you're at. You encounter a common mountain goat. It's nibbling on some herbs. Approach it in a friendly manner. Goat looks at you blankly. You decide to continue walking. So, well, I'll hold that thought for a little bit later, but I do have some feedback on some of the events that happen. So I guess we'll head over. Where's the... Up there, so I guess we're going to head over this way then. Seems fairly straightforward. So far, there's a blue event over here too. Be kind of nice to go see. Now, even though I don't need the camp right now, it's nice to stop over here because there might be some equipment to pick up. Your inner cave is dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave, you notice a faint shimmer of light. Follow the light. Follow the light as you approach. You realize it's coming from hundreds of fireflies. Fascinating. Turn to the cave entrance. We got plus 3 sanity and plus 249 XP. Also, you get a bunch of XP for doing this stuff. So, once you've exhausted a thing, that's it. It's done. So, one of the things they do tell you in this, and I think this is true, is that I think once you get to the peak, you have to get back down again, I believe. I'm not sure. But you once again encounter a common mountain goat. It's standing behind a rock and using its head to point emphatically in the direction you're walking. Is it trying to warn you? Hide behind the rock too. Walking just a few feet ahead of you is a large wildcat. It notices neither you nor the goat. Cool. Thanks, goat, for the heads up. So level up. One with the stone gains some body temperature while moving on stone. One with the ice gains some sanity back while moving on ice. Perseverance weakens the effect of stormy weather. Let's do perseverance, because I know I had problems with stormy weather before in the last run. Now you might be wondering, how am I getting so lucky with these events? I think I'll talk about this now. One of the big reasons why I thought this game was early access and was surprised to find out that it's not, is that the events are extremely repetitive. Like, there's very few events. And once you've seen them once, they all seem to have the same outcome over and over and over again. So, which for an early access game would be fine, but for a game that's released, you know, I'm going to have to put that solidly in the negative column, because once you understand the events, it's like if you were to since this is kind of FTL-like in its events, if you were to play FTL and in the first run through FTL you saw all the events you could ever see, you probably get really sick of FTL. You know what I mean? That's kind of what's going on here too, which is a bit unfortunate, honestly, because I think there's a really good idea here. A really, really good idea. What is going on over here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I was just like, I just realized that Restream wasn't showing me as online, but I am, and now it's showing it. So steps have been hewn into the stone, leading you to a pedestal of sorts, some type of religious site or shrine, maybe. You're not particularly a spiritual person, but somehow the place feels holy. It might be just your imagination, but you pray to the shrine for health or energy. We don't need any health, so let's pull some energy out. Alright, and then go heading up this way. Now, see, here's the problem, right? Is like, the only way it looks like you can go, you can't go this way. Like, there's a thing here, but see how you have to go all the way around to get to it? And that's one of my other problems, is that it's very hard sometimes to see where you actually have to go, or what options you have for traversing the terrain. We can go this way. You can see right here, there's a symbol saying that it's going to turn to nighttime as we get to there. So the game is very good at giving you feedback about what's coming up, at least when you do select a path. So that's always a good sign. The other thing I'd say here, and it's not often I've seen something like this, but you discover a large leather saddlebag lying on the ground. Right next to it, you discovered faded hoof prints. All right. Find some herbs in the saddlebag. Cool, we got some herbs, mate. Now these help restore your sanity, but they hurt your health, as you can see. So confirm that. And we're going to keep on going because despite it being nighttime, we still have energy, and I want to save as much of that, as many uses of the tent as we can, because the tent is very, very important, and once you don't have it, all you've got is a sleeping bag, and everything just starts to suck from that point on. So, one thing I wanted to say though, if ever a game was screaming out to be a roguelike, it's this game. And it's kind of unfortunate that it's not, because as far as I can tell, at least, this game is just kind of, you just do a run and then that's it. You do your next run and then that's it. And with all the XP that you gain and all the skills and stuff, like, this would so much lend itself to being a roguelike where, you know, you die, but then you carry forward maybe a skill or two, or you carry forward some XP or something like that, where you do that to your next run. Instead, what they've opted for is just a run is a run. If you fail, you start over from scratch. If you succeed, you start over from scratch. Or you move on to the second mountain, and that's it. And there's only 3 mountains in the game. And it's just, it feels like a missed opportunity, because if this were a roguelike, where you're constantly progressing even when you fail, it would, in my opinion, be so much better. But then again, it would still suffer from the not having enough events that you go through. You enter a cave, it's dry and sheltered from the wind. Further back, you see a small tunnel leading into darkness. See, like I said, it's already repeated itself, right? We're not, you know, what, 15 minutes in, and it's already repeating the event. So, because if I explore the tunnel, it's going to be like, well, you don't have a torch, so we'll find some rubble or something. You know what I mean? It's still, it doesn't matter. Let's lie down and sleep just to get some energy back, because it's nighttime right now. And I can do it without a tent. Sleep long. That will get us whole bunch of stuff back. You can see where it'll be just after sunrise. We'll do that. And right into a storm. Awesome. Now you can see how hard it is to see anything when the storms come around. The good thing is my warmth is the temperature's holding up, so that's good. Energy's going down. Sanity is decreasing a little bit by 0.6. We're okay there. Up here you can see all the traits that I've got and all that stuff. We found some ruins. Nearby the camp there are a couple of empty bottled oxygen tanks. You could take the time to search the tents. Yes, thoroughly search the tents. 6.2 hours. Find 2 bottled oxygen tanks. Nice. That's what I needed the last run. I had an oxygen mask and that was it. That's all they ever gave me. Cool. We are taking these. Like that. Also, another thing, it's not drag and drop, it's click, drag, click. So, in case you're wondering. If that's something that kind of bothers you, that'll definitely be a thing that bothers you here. And it's going to be nighttime when we get up here. Northern Lights, what a sight. Oh, and we've leveled up. So, comfort of home. Whenever you use a consumable item, you get some sanity. Reduce sanity loss in events. Night Owl. Gain more experience in events during the night. Exceptional bonuses when climbing during the night. No bonuses during the day, and the night is still dangerous. Yeah. Do efficient or robust mind, whatever it is. Now see how it's like, you can't go this way, you gotta go all the way around. So, and then there's some treacherous terrain there. But let's go over to that campsite. That's what the cautions mean, is that getting into potential treacherous terrain. And you can have status effects that last for a couple hours, like twist your ankle, fall and hurt yourself and get health loss. Here's our health down here. You lose your health, that's it, you're done. Everything else can kind of go down except for oxygen and stuff. Like if stuff goes to 0, you have, it's not an immediate game over, it's just like you gotta do something soon. You enter a cave, it's dry and sheltered from the wind, however you notice a strong smell. Yeah, just you know what, let's lie down and sleep. And we'll sleep briefly for 6 hours. That'll get us almost to the brink of waking up there, or of daylight. Go. Get up here and grab whatever this is. Storm is still going. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do as she suggests and regain. Would really like to regain energy, but we'll regain warmth because that's the only thing. Our health is fine right now. Alright, so over there is some more stuff. Where is the... You can't even see the peak right now. Go over here and see if we can get some resources. That's, I think that's that icon. Looks like an open chest. Half buried in the ground, you find a weathered stone plaque. It seems to be old, very old in fact. Stay and dig it up. Wow, that took all my energy. As you're digging at the earth with your bare hands, your gaze falls on the characters etched in the stone. Presumably some kind of writing system. You regret that you're unable to read the characters. There must have been a civilization here a long time ago. What could have led to their downfall? Finally, you're able to free the plaque and lift it up. In the hollow beneath it, you find valuable equipment. Oh, nice. What did I find? Some snow boots. Okay, let's put those on. Bang. What does that do? Minus 15% energy cost on snow. Awesome. Confirm that. We do need some energy though. Let's go into our inventory. Let's use our canned food right now. Marching on a little bit because there's like another campsite over here we can get to. In our cave. Yeah, lie down and sleep. Let's sleep long. Get us into the nighttime here. Maybe the storm will be over. Maybe. Or maybe not. Cannot believe your eyes. A fallen antenna is blocking your path. Climb over the antenna. Outcome is unknown. Take a detour. I'll lose a lot of heat or warmth. Stay and look around. Let's stay and look around. You're certain that the antenna is from the years of occupation. Maybe it was some kind of radio relay station, but what was it used for? You ponder as you continue on your way. Oh, I got some XP for it. That's fine. Golden eagle suddenly lands in front of you, its wings carrying it majestically to the ground. Fascinated, you watch it, and it watches you too, unafraid. You can't explain it, but the encounter feels magical. Fully wrapped up in the moment, you regain sanity or warmth. I guess sanity. We're pretty warm as it is. Nearby the camp, there's a touring tent. You can take the time to search the intact tents. Yes, thoroughly search those. Unfortunately, you find nothing useful. Well, that is what happens. You roll the dice. Our body temperature suffered greatly from that. So where is... The peak is up there. Like there's a thing up here. Go that way. Take most of our energy. This is the furthest I can zoom out too, if you're wondering. Now, I believe for the scientists you can zoom out 150% further, because that's just the ability the scientist has. So, there you go. Discover some wild berries on the bush. They are bright in color, orange almost. You hesitate. They could be poisonous, yet a little sustenance would do a world of good. I try one of the berries. Berries taste exotic and re-energize you. You're just about to reach in the bush for more when you stop. Your stomach tells you you've had enough. You got 35.6 energy, little loss of sanity, but 248 XP. Means we level up again. Robust Mind 2, reduce sanity loss and events significantly. One with the snow. Gain some oxygen back while moving on snow. Let's take that one. We might need that much later on. Although we probably aren't going to make it to that point in this recording. So how do I get up there? Okay. Go that way. Now, when you first start up, there is a help menu that explains a lot of stuff, so that's good. It also explains like the terrain here. You can kind of see some of this terrain, what ahead of time what's going to be treacherous or not. But it's still good that they have some markers there, caution markers. You trip and bang your knee, cursing up a storm. You kick the rock you tripped over, revealing a crack in the ground. It seems as though someone has used this crack to hide their possessions. Examine the crack. Reach into the crack, you touch something soft, and then you cut yourself on a sharp edge. You yank your hand back out, cursing as a scarlet spurt of blood spatters to the snow. Frustrated, you give up searching the crack to focus on your wound. I now have a negative effect only. Temporary debuff. So for 24 hours, I've got an injured hand, which means I get plus 50% energy cost when climbing a 2 high, a 3 high, a 4 high, or a 5 or 6 high thing. So them's the breaks. You hear a couple of loose stones rolling down the mountain. One of them hits you on the torso. Lose 2.1 health. Fun. Discover a tree. You do not know how it could survive at this altitude, but the sight of it comforts you. Cool, we got some sanity back and some XP. How do I get over there? It looks like I gotta go up this way. I hit 1 right now. I can't hit 1 while we're moving. That makes sense. Basically, I could do that to conserve some heat, but can I get over to there? Okay, that's definitely, we're going to be out of energy, as you can see over there. But I might be able, I can make it to there. Luckily, there's 2 campsites here. We're definitely going to have to hunker down. Oop. While moving through rough, stony terrain, you step on a treacherous piece of rock, twisting your ankle. And now we've got a twisted ankle. What does that do? Sprained ankle ends in 24 hours, 50% energy cost on all terrain. Great. Also level up. I can't do because I just said continue walking. 5,760 meters. So, getting close to the where we need oxygen. Our cave is dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. That's fine. I don't care. Lie down and sleep. Sleep long. Body temperature back, but mostly we get some energy back. Actually, what's interesting there, we lost some body temperature, even though it said we were supposed to gain some, but alright. Whenever you suffer a dangerous terrain event, gain some energy, increase maximum energy. Let's do this. Adrenaline 1. We're going to have a lot of dangerous terrain here. Discovered the remains of a mountaineer. His skin is gray and cold. Thoroughly searched the corpse. Lose 7 sanity in the problem. Find a vacuum flask filled with tea. Nice. Get our body temperature up. Cool. Confirm that. Let's go to the campsite. Or the cave, I should say. Lie down and sleep. We'll sleep long again. Even though it's going to affect body temperature. Hold on to that thermos for now, though. It's body temperature's bad, but it's not as bad as it. I mean, it's bad, but it's you don't really start taking damage to it until it's been bad for a while. Like when you start seeing like messages about your limbs turning different colors, then it's bad. Snowshoes seem to be helping though. That's good at least. So where is the next event? Is like right here. Oops, that's not what I want at all. Oh, you hear a couple loose stones rolling down a mountain. One of them hits you on the torso. A lot of loose stones here. A lot of loose stones. And that is our 30 minutes. I want to kind of, like I said, I really want to time box it because I have a couple of games I'd like to get through tonight. So we're going to stop there. And back to the main menu. And this, my friends, has been Insurmountable. It is by Bite Rockers Games. It's fully released apparently. Out on Steam. Currently it's 10% off at $17.99 US. Normally it's $20 US. As I said, it's a really, really intriguing take on a game. It doesn't feel like it goes far enough. It has some quality of life issues, as I've mentioned, with the camera and stuff. The events repeat far too often. And honestly, this feels like it should have been a roguelike rather than just a one and done thing, because it's got that intrigue to it and that potential for depth, and it just never quite gets there. Is $20 too much for it? No, I think $20 is probably reasonable given all the artwork in here. There's not much in the way of music to write home about. It's just the one track as far as I know. The sound effects are, you know, kind of there, but they're nothing to write home about. So yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, this one could easily be a $10 game rather than a $20 game, but for the concept and for the art style, you know, maybe there's a little bit more of a premium there, I would say. Anyway, for those who will be watching this on the tubes, as always, I'll leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, let's go load up the next game, friends. We're not done here tonight. We got a bunch of ones that I want to take a look at. So let's put that game there, and I'll just bring Pretzel back up a little bit here. Let's make sure it's that 30%. Good. And what is the next one I want to do? I could do Obsidian Prince because I've played this already. Yeah, I guess we'll do this one. I do want to get the I haven't played Tiny Space Academy yet, or Adverse. But I've played this and Utopia Colony. Utopia Colony I can kind of do really quickly, I think, too. So let's get the details for this up. Copy that over to the thingamajig. Is this early access? It is. Okay. Take that in there. Early access. And it is by Unleash the Giraffe. GameClaw Studio. Let's bring this. That. And what is it? 20% off at $11.99. Normally $15. Okay, we'll save that. What's up? this. Audio up. Okay. I think we're ready. Let's pop right into it. Oh, did I? I did stop the recording, right? Yes. Okay. Let's pop right into it. Get the thing up here. Press all the correct buttons for a change. Oh, you know what? Right. I'm going to need my... I'm going to need to reset my camera. Where's that? Let me reset my camera right now, at least a little bit. I think I can put it on the left-hand side. I don't remember here. So put it back over here and flip it horizontally again. There we go. Bam. Okay, we'll put it there for the moment, and then we'll see what I need to do with it. Okay. Let's get this party started. Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Obsidian Prince. It is by Unleash the Giraffe and published by Unleash the Giraffe and GameClaw Studio. It's currently 20% off at $12 US, normally $15 US. And it's turn-based RPG with some building stuff. You have sort of instance dungeons around the world, and you expand. You uncover things as you travel the world, and kind of like building a guild, sort of. Another interesting one. It's all sort of pixel or voxel arty, and I think as per usual here, I'm going to time box this one to 30 minutes. I think you'll get the idea after 30 minutes. But let's do a new campaign. Fill my save file. I played a little bit of it off camera, so I kind of understand what's going on. For the most part, anyway. So let's see if I can. Here, I believe I should not be covering the user interface. Hopefully, so we'll get my camera here, and we'll put 30 minutes on the clock, starting now. Innkeeper, welcome to my inn. You look like the type of person who'd love to go on adventures but don't know how. Yes, I'll help you with an introduction by allowing you to help me with a tiny rat infestation I conveniently have in my basement. Great, I'll deal with those rats. Fantastic. Oh, and while you're down there, could you investigate what happened to the other adventurers I sent down there to inspect the issue? Sure thing. Show me inside your basement. This is the tutorial. It's pretty straightforward. It's not the best tutorial in the world, but it's good enough. So WASD and right mouse button move the camera around. Everything is left click. You have to click on arrows to move and all that stuff. You got the armor and health, and then our skills and stuff. Of course, I am blocking the skills panel because, you know, you can't ever have good things here. So let's put me right there. All right, and then we have an energy bar. Can't really see either, but it's blue bar, and all that stuff. And then our different abilities. You'll see those as we go. When a skill is selected, right-click to deselect and return to move mode. The square under the arrows indicates that you can move, attack, reach a treasure tile before the countdown hits 0, and have fun. Cool. So we got some rats. So here's all the different abilities. I can jump over to the rats there, which is probably a good idea. It costs energy, free energy in this case. I have 5. Charge allows me to run forward and basically murder everything in my path. There's also an upgrade to it where it will leave fire behind me, but I don't have that upgrade yet. Round strike, strike all your opponents in that square. Energy cost is 3 for that. And then you can use your rapier, which is strike and take a step back. The base damage is 8. Or my chakra moves. So I'm just going to do a jump. I'm going to jump to right here. Have both of these rats in range. Actually, all the rats have done me a favor here. I don't have 3 energy to do a round strike, which kind of sucks, but I can just do a normal strike. Occasionally I'll get a strike of opportunity too, but a round strike there. Boom. I only took 1 health damage. You see we got a little bit of experience out of it, but no loot. And then in this particular case we have multiple locations we can go to. Some locations is just 1 area to go to, some have multiple. Inspirations. Inspirations are temporary changes to your skills which may help your hero. Inspirations are cards that sit in a deck, and each new turn you draw 3 of them. They are activated passively. As an example, the inspiration is triggered on base attack and causes your target to become stunned. Your heroes pick new inspirations each time to level up. In early access, we're adding multiple ways to alter your hero's inspiration deck. Now, they're trying this sort of, these cards modify your abilities and modify what's going on. But it's not like other games where you would click on a card and activate it. They're all actually passive, but they're based on what attack you're about to do. So, for instance, if I walk forward and attack this rat, right, this bash would apply stun because it's a base attack, where this one's also base attack and that one's base attack. So these all stack and everything. And you'll draw 3 every time you do something. This is the one part of the game that I feel like, and this is early access, which is good, because this is one part of the game that is, I think, needlessly obtuse. Honestly, and it's I'm not sure why you would have them as passives like this. I can kind of see where they're going with it, but really I feel like if you're going to have card mechanics in your game, make it so that I can select what I want to do. You know, let me be the judge of what is appropriate for what I'm about to do. And have these, instead of having them be like a passive thing based on what attack I'm doing, have them be an active selection. Like, my next attack, regardless of what it is, will have +1 or something like that. You know? Or, more importantly, if you're going to do that, like, have it have both a positive and a negative. You know, like, if I do this, then if I select this card, then there's also going to be some downside to it. And then make it optional as to whether or not to select any cards at all, or just discard all of them, you know? Having it this way is... it begs the question, why is it even there? Right? I mean, I get that it's like... It's kind of simulating an RNG, you know, a dice roll, but you could easily make these invisible, and it would still not really affect the way I'm going to approach a thing, per se. So it feels very half-baked and not well together, I would say. Maybe not well thought out. It seems like someone's spitballing. And I get it. I kind of see where they're going with it, but I would excise that as quickly as possible and go back to the drawing board and figure something out that's a little bit more actively, makes me more active in the selection of things. So, my 2 cents. Like, I didn't even get to use any of those cards because I had, you know, I started to turn away from everything, you know? This is on base attack, on kill, it stacks +5 damage on kill, strike a nearby enemy. So, kill that and then immediately strike the other guy. That applied. So you can see every time I'm taking a step, it's like 3 new ones. It's like, well, what's the point even, right? At this point, because it's just at this point it's just noise, you know. Whereas if it was something I actively selected, it would actually matter for my tactics. Right now, it doesn't matter for my tactics because as soon as I move one space, I got 3 new ones. And it's like, well, I can't use this to plan anything. You know what I mean? So there you go. Go get the boss key, and then there's the boss room. Now, and they also introduced this backstories. Backstories, just like inspirations, are cards that sit in a deck. Each new room, you draw 5 and pick 3 to keep. The effect of the backstories you pick will be active for the entire room. Build your hero's backstory deck through training them or completing challenges and feats throughout the game. For instance, when you complete a dungeon, you get to pick between 3 new cards for your hero's backstory deck. In early access, we're adding ways to alter the backstory deck. Again, they're throwing all this stuff at you, and it's really, it's not, it's a whole lot of nothing, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna take 3 of these things. Like, what do you do? Oh, I gain 2 energy from that. Like, big deal, right? It's not, it really doesn't, it's affecting the gameplay, but it's not, it's noise right now is the best way I can put it. It's just it's just noisy and not really interesting. I mean, it would be more interesting if it was, you know, again, if I had a more active role in selecting what's going to happen there. All right, we leveled up. And character skills, so agility, armor, charge, strength, add 2 physical damage, all damage. I guess I'll do strength. Select a new inspiration card. On jump, heavy jump, stun enemies. Fury, gain 1 fury damage stack. Gain 1 fury damage. Stacks at the end of your turn. If you have less than 6 energy, you lose 1 fury. Resets on room change. So on base attack or on move attack. On chakram use, range +1 stacks. I guess I'll take that. That's 1 range to my chakrams. And we got a boss battle. A good meal. We can heal 4. That's fine. Gain 2 energy. We already have maximum energy. Momentum. After standard move, 3 damage, +3 damage to their next turn. Let's do a jump here. Another jump. Get over there as fast as we can. There we go. Room complete. And that is the tutorial complete, basically. Well done, adventurer. I'm quite happy that all those pesky rats are gone. Now all my cheese is safe, and you saved those apprentice adventurers too. Yeah. They could really use some training, eh? If you'll pick one to be your protege, I'll give them some basic training here at the end. Or let me have a look at them. Alright, so we got Rain Spoon, who's got Run to the Litter, backstory cards, the floor is lava, and critical hit. That's actually pretty good. Automatic critical hit, plus 10% to crit, and it stacks. Iron Scarf has thick skin, keeps spinning, and the floor is lava. Random fires appear. Tyrant of the Floor keeps spinning. Crunch time, take 20 damage, gain 5 max health until floor change. Vampiric Bloodline on kill. If you have less than 10 health, heal 1. I think I like Rain Spoon here, so let's grab them. You chose a final one. Now gently click the inn and then select your trainee to begin training here. Alright, so click the inn. Then Rainspoon there to be trained. While your apprentice is training, you should go explore a bit, talk to the guards, they may have interesting info for you. And then this is the world. This is the overview, overworld. Right now in early access, it's only chapter 1, but they're planning on like from what I understand, a much larger overworld that you can open world overworld that you can explore. What you can do here is there's also, once you have some supplies, you can start to build like a barracks and archery range and all this stuff to kind of boost your people up, and you'll have like ways to go. But right now we got the fog of war up here until we actually select something, and all we can do is talk to this guard. Careful out there, bandits have been known to lay an ambush on the road ahead. I'm not scared of bandits. And then here is entering bandit ambush. It tells you how big the dungeon is and what level the monsters are at. So we'll select our hero, Adventurer Bob. Here's all our equipment and everything. Just say there's none. We'll go there. And yeah, we don't really have much skill on there. You jump here. Oh, this guy pulled me back. Which is good, because it may go a lot faster. Dungeon completed. Yeah, so a tiny dungeon is just one screen. A small dungeon is like 2 screens or 3 screens, I think. So, most use skill jump. Most dangerous enemy and all that stuff. Kind of gives you like a breakdown of everything. And now we've unlocked this area, and you can see there's a couple exclamation points we can look at. Look at this one. Bandit hut. This tiny bandit hut is surrounded by stones. Maybe you could grab a few. I'll take just a few stones. And this is another tiny one. Cool. So we'll go with this guy. And Rainspoon has gained a good meal by training at the end. I think you can't use them until they have 9 cards in their deck, I think. So I think they start out with 4, so I gotta wait on him for a bit. Alright, go here with Adventurer Bob. Okay, we'll gain 2 energy. On charge, you set charge path on fire, ignition. There we go. And potent. That. So let's use charge if we can. Yeah. Use charge here and go wham like that. Set our path on fire, which should help a little bit. Getting this way. That guy, and we got an attack of opportunity in on it. So cool. They're down. You want to do it in as few turns as possible, so it's behooves you to use all of your abilities. Stuff your pockets with stone, then run off before the rest of the bandit gang returns home. I got schematic for barracks, 6 stone, and 21 glod. You don't get gold, you get glod. Let's see if I can make a barracks. Possible. I need more stone. Oh, that's an archery range. Barracks. I need wood. I have the schematic anyway. I don't have the schematic for the archery range though. There we go. So let's go over this way. And we'll go here into the bandit camp. Seems to be plenty of stolen wood lying around in this camp. Stealing from bandits isn't really stealing, right? This is a small dungeon, so it's not going to be just one screen. It'll be multiple screens. And you can see the stone and all that stuff that we have. Go. If more than one enemy takes damage this turn, add plus 0.1 damage, buff lasts till the end of floor, ignition, to ignition, potent and thick skin. And let's go. Let's jump over this way. Yep, we got two blood. And here's our next jump here. Momentum. Fix again and potence. What is that? Bandit Rat Master Helmer. Can I jump over here? Let's do a charge. That guy, jump here to get over here a little bit faster. Charge at him, I can. Uh-oh, where's my camera at? There we go. Alright, done. We got a treasure map. Building a cartographer's house would allow you to decode this. Too bad our resident cartographer Ian is still visiting his cousin Alf Anderson. Be back sometime next year. Got a hand. And blood. And then we got the treasure area. Which obviously we gotta fight for. Let's do gain 2 energy and 2 potents, I guess. Oh, thank you for pulling me over there. Pull these guys faster. And there's the chest. I don't have a key to open it, so we're gonna have to... I don't know what this is. I guess this is pick the lock? I don't know. I don't know if we manage to open it or not. We didn't get any loot, so I don't know if we managed to open it or not. Beat the bandits. We got a schematic for archery range, 6 wood, and 25 blood. Difficulty. You can change difficulty whenever you are in campaign overworld inside the main menu, which you can find on top right. Once you feel that you've mastered the mechanics of Obsidian Prince, you become more familiar with the game. We recommend you play on veteran difficulty. Endless mode is always played on veteran difficulty. Alright. How many more turns until this guy is... Oh, I guess this guy is done training now? No, he's got still 6 of 9. Why he's not showing up. Why he's not showing up as training there. His picture should be in the thing, but whatever. Can I build something now? Range. I have enough for a barracks. Do that. Trainee. So buildings. Recruits learn fast, and after 3 days, they've already learned enough to pick which class they will become. Good idea to look through their backstories before you make that choice, as certain backstories may fit different classes better. Once you set them on a class training facility, it'll take them another 3 days to complete their training. Don't worry about training them wrong. You can always just recruit another. So, warrior. Oh, that's why I couldn't train him anymore, because he still needs to pick a class now, because it's been 3 days. Okay. So we'll make him a warrior then. Frustrated guard. A fallen tree has destroyed parts of the road out of town. Can you help? Of course, let me pay those farm hands over there to sort it. First thing, let's sort of throw rocks at the tree until it breaks. Pay farm hands to get rid of it. We got a lot of stuff over here. What is that? Adventurers Guild Master. I'm so glad you're here. It's time for me to retire, and I need someone to take over the guild. Do you think you have what it takes? Depends. What does it take? To prove yourself worthy of the Guild Master title, you'll need to get me 3 tokens that I have sneakily placed in 3 dungeons close by. The shadow created by a light from the magical lantern in the purple crypt, the spark from a lightning mage's lightning, and finally the smell of fermented slime. Why would... okay, I'll collect those, I guess. Alright. And then that's potentially our guild area. As we're coming up to it. What else do we have here? Anything else? Anything up here? Niece Oddgrove. Hi, you look like someone in the town for hero stuff. I've lost my 10 dogs. I ran off with a group of boars and I missed them. Could you bring them back? I guess there's nothing to lose from looking. Here's one. Bored. I don't seem to want to play with you or kill you. Suddenly don't feel so sure about this. There, little boar. Alright. Is it a tiny one? And yeah, I guess we're gonna go with this. Alright, thick skin and 2 potents. Range +1. Strike. Okay. Base attacks on enemy. 1 damage. Five damage on kill, strike a nearby enemy. Close for chakrams, aren't I? Well, let's do a round strike. Don't do quite as much damage, but it's something. I lived. 14 health. Okay. And at the end, does my health regenerate? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, when you're done. Level 3 there. Cool. And what else do we have? I didn't get any stone or anything, did I? No. No, I did not. Thank you so much for finding my dogs. For a bit I thought I'd have to write a book of remembrance about them. Take this potion as a small sign of gratitude. It tastes a bit like muffins of dreams. Pocket the swirling muffin smelling potion. That'll probably come in handy someday. Minor regeneration potion. Oh, nice. Alright, so I guess we're going down here then. Turn guard. This area's under siege. Are you sure you want to go there? I guess so, yeah. I guess we want to. It's a tiny area. You barely leave the town before a group of evil-looking soldiers assault. Alright. Go for it. Wait. Again. Some energy up here. Don't have the 4 energy for that. Fortunate. But they are lining up for me. At least there's that. Oh, and we've leveled up. Let's get a little bit of armor. And grapple, attack and grab the enemy with you. Chakra bounces 2 additional times and stacks. Yeah, let's do that. Amazon. Cool. What is this? Strange ancient cannon. Cannon seems to have been here for aeons. There's no other signs of war, but it's filled with what almost looks to be religious symbols. While expecting it, you notice a note. It reads, "This cannon may be of interest later." Turning a note over, you see a schematic for a short bow. Fletcher. Received the blueprint for a short bow, Fletcher. Okay. Got this here. Slightly smelly sewers. The sewer smells suspicious. Could there be a quest item in there? I'll fight through the stench with my heroism. The medium dungeon. Level 2. Our minor regen potion with us as we go. Fortunate argument. Rough hide, potent, energetic. Oh, there we go. That room is done. Got iron from them. I have enough lockpicks. Oh, no, I guess I don't. Momentum, potent. Go. Let's try lockpick. Bam, got it that time. Minor meat suit. Team of lesser alchemists have finally invented a cheap small meat suit armor made by taping zombie bits together. Remember to smear some brains on it now and then to keep it fresh. A minor rejuvenation potion. Okay, and then we have one minor monster thing here. Looks like. Momentum, violence, and potent. Armor broke. So I'm hurting quite a bit here. Minor regen potion. Not seem like it's gonna end very well, but let's try it. Nope, I died. Cause of death, Retsuka explosion. Oh, they explode when you kill them. Oh. Oh, did not know that. Escape. Adventure Bob was nearly slain within the fortunate argument. They have been wounded, giving them a backstory hopelessness. Fortunately, they managed to save some of the loot. So it didn't permanently die, but... remove a backstory card to balance the deck. Well, there we go, and I think our trainee is up and ready to go, but that is that, friends. That's a half an hour look at this game. Let's get back to the main menu. There you go, and this, my friends, has been Obsidian Prince. It is by Unleash the Giraffe and published by Unleash the Giraffe and GameQual Studio. It's in early access on Steam right now, currently 20% off at $12 US, normally $15 US. Not so bad, not too bad. It's interesting. I like the whole sort of building up a town aspect of it. But like I said, there's the card mechanics and stuff are kind of weird, and maybe they just need to kind of rework them probably from the ground up, I'd say. Make them a little more active instead of passive like they are. Yeah, no, it's generally pretty good and pretty good start, I'd say. So as always, for those who will be watching this on the various tubes, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Alright, so that was Obsidian Prince, my friends. Let's go and load up the next one. What other one here? I think... I mean, I could look at Utopia Colony. It's very basic. Very, very basic. Or I can try out like Tiny Space Academy or Adverse. I'm running low on time here. Let's do Tiny Space Academy. I have not played this at all, so I have no idea what I'm getting into with it. But it's got mostly positive, and it's fully released. It seems interesting. So we'll see what. Hopefully, it's got a good tutorial or something. Because otherwise, I'm going to be struggling to figure it out. Early access. Although it's got a development roadmap, so it's one of these that's like kind of early access, but not. Which is just weird. A lot of people are doing this now because so many people on Steam avoid early access things, and it's rough because you never really know. You never really know how to judge the game because it's not technically early access, but not. $9.99. That's all right. Let's bring that up right now, and just start it. Check settings real fast. Evil engine staging. Why is that off? I have no idea. UI scale. Master volume up a little bit. Sounds a little bit low right now. Oh, you can turn on like heats and stuff too. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, let's see what this gives me here in terms of what we're gonna see, because this will probably be the last one for tonight. I wanted to get 4 in tonight, but it's not going to happen, friends, unfortunately. So let's see where this takes me. Where's my thing at here? Here it is. All right. Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Tiny Space Academy. It's by Full Orbit Games, and it's fully released, quote unquote. It's one of these games, and I've seen a lot of games doing this now, where it's early access, but they're not listed as early access because they want people who completely avoid early access games to play it. But of course, those are the same types of people who will play it and then resoundingly, sound off on it. So I'm kind of, it's hard. It's one of those things where it looks like development is still continuing, and it looks like it's a early access in concept, but not in name. So I'm not sure like how to judge it, right? Like, do I judge it harshly? Do I not? I don't know. Furthermore, I don't know how to judge it because I have not, unlike the other games I've streamed tonight, I have not played this one yet. This will be my first time digging into it. It looks like a Kerbal Space Program-esque thing, but 2D and cartoony. So we'll see how I can do here. I mean, I struggled with Kerbal Space Program, so we'll see if this has a good tutorial or not. One thing I wanted to point out, under settings here, they've got engine staging, which is turned off apparently. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't quite work yet. They also have some cheats here. Like you can have infinite fuel, infinite power, be invincible, all that stuff. I haven't turned anything on, but I kind of like that they have the cheats front and center like that, because if this ends up being a really complicated game, then I would definitely be the one to be like, all right, we're turning no fuel on, we're turning invincible on, that kind of thing, just to learn it at my own pace. As per the usual here, I'm going to time box this game, and I'm going to also put my base in the right place here, hopefully not block anything. And we're going to give this game 30 minutes, and hopefully I can learn enough of it to do it. We can do a tutorial here, and I'll just call it MemTest 86 like I tend to do when I first do things. So we'll start the tutorial, and I will give the game 30 minutes on the clock starting now. Welcome recruit. In this tutorial, we will cover basic rocket assembly, launch and recovery, specialized modules, orbital mechanics, and important information about the Tiny Space Academy. After you complete the tutorial, you should have the knowledge to start your own space academy. We'll see about that. This is the assembly area. Here you'll design and build your rockets. Go over to user interface. Top right of your screen is your resources. Starting on the right is the rocks you have collected. You can sell rocks that you collect from other planets for additional income. Rocks have different values based on location. Next is your research points. You can use research points to unlock new modules. You can click on the icon to quickly access the R&D window. Research is gained by running experiments or by completing missions. Next is your currency. Currency is used to purchase modules. You get currency by completing missions or by selling research and rocks. On the far left is the menu system, and it gives you access to multiple features of the game. We'll come back to this later. On the left side of the screen is the assembly panel. The assembly panel is used to build your rockets. At the top, you'll find assembly tools. On the left is the clear pad button. This removes all modules in the assembly area. However, you can also remove modules by dropping them in the assembly panel. Next is staging. This opens the current staging for your rockets. You can organize your staging. Editor tools opens options to edit modules. You'll find options to rotate, mirror, and duplicate. Load rockets opens the window to load a rocket build. Save rockets allow you to save your current rocket build. To the left is an option to view your rocket specs. Below rocket specs is different module categories. Here you'll find every available module. Bottom is your crew roster. Here you can assign astronauts to your rocket or recruit new ones. That covers the assembly user interface. Let's move on to the camera controls. Zoom using the wheel on your mouse or trackpad. Great job. Now let's move the camera. Click the background and drag. Great work. Time to build your first rocket. All rockets require a command module first. Start by selecting the small capsule. There's a capsule at the center of the screen. We now need to add a parachute. Select the accessories on the left. And select the parachute. Yeah, that's so small. Attach the parachute to the top of your capsule. Yeah, super small. We need to decouple the capsule. Select the decouplers and fairings category on the left. Select the small decoupler. That's the decoupler to the bottom of the capsule. We now need to add a fuel tank. Select fuel tanks on the left. Select the small M fuel tank. That's fuel tank to the decoupler. There it is. Last, we will need a rocket engine. Select the rocket engines on the left. Select the rocket engine. Rocket engine T1, okay. A little bit weird where you have to click to get it to snap. Rocket should now be finished. Let's double check your staging. Open your staging. You can easily rearrange your staging by dragging a tab or the icon. Move your parachute to the top position if it's not already. Great, you're ready for launch. Press the launch button when ready. Go over some of the rocket user interface. Bottom of your screen is your rocket stats. Here you'll find velocity, thrust, power, fuel, and altitude. Above your stats is your rocket controls. Starting on the left is your auto zoom. Next is the astronaut tab. Here you can perform an EVA or transfer to different modules. Go ahead and perform an EVA. Your astronaut will exit the capsule and you can move around. Re-enter the capsule, walk up to the rocket and click the green icon. Next is your rocket abilities. Includes activating solar panels, drills, rover mode, etc. Last is your staging. During flight, you can view and reorganize your staging. On the right is your reset button. The reset allows you to revert the flight back before launch. Top left of your screen is the game speed. Here you can increase the speed during long voyages up to 16 times. Next to the game speed is your rocket name. Change your rocket name at any time by clicking the name. That covers the rocket user interface. One last thing before liftoff. You have the option to turn your engines on or off. Simply move the cursor over the engine and click to toggle it on or off. Now time to lift off. Press left shift to increase thrust to 100%. Exit Earth's atmosphere. There's our fuel. Now separate the capsule. Press the spacebar to decouple. Spacebar is used to deploy each stage. Okay. Name is Kerbal Space Program. Next is re-entry. Deploy the parachute with the stage button in the atmosphere. Once we return to the atmosphere. Still going up. There's our apoapsis. To 5 kilometers. I assume I'll have some indication when we're back into into the atmosphere. Like, see some heating or something. Velocity is 160 meters per second, looks like. Go. Your parachute should inflate. I think they mean inflate with an E. Your capsule should land safely in the mountain, right by where we launched. Congratulations! Recover your capsule. You can recover, take control, and delete rockets in the active rockets window. Open your active rockets window now and recover. Okay. Recover. If you recover an active rocket, you'll be returned to the assembly area. In campaign mode, recovered spacecraft return 50% of their value. Let's now make your first satellite in orbit Earth, like the drone control unit. It's at the center of the screen. Science module next. Science modules allow you to run science experiments. They require large amounts of power to operate. When the experiment finishes, you'll receive research points. You get different points based on planet difficulty and whether you are on the surface or in space. Let's add one of these modules now. Select the science icon on the left. Small science module. Attach to the drone control unit. I wonder if I need to put it on top. You can now perform research, but you still need power. Let's add some batteries. Batteries to your satellite. Select the power icon on the left. Select the extra small battery. Just battery to the rocket. Also need a solar panel. Solar panels produce power at no cost, but they have a slow charging rate. Select the solar panel. Touch to the top of the rocket. Add some maneuverability. Navigate to the fuel tanks category. With the extra small fuel tank. At the bottom of the rocket, let's give the satellite some engines. Navigate to the engines category. Two types of engines. Vacuum engines. These are the most efficient in space or in vacuum. Okay. First stage engines. These work best on planets with an atmosphere. Since your satellite will be operating in space, let's add a vacuum engine. Like the X small vacuum engine. Okay. Attached to the fuel tank. You now have a fully working satellite. Let's get this satellite into orbit. Navigate to the decouplers and fairings category. With the extra small decoupler. That's a decoupler to your satellite engine. Also add a basic fairing. Allows you to cover up sensitive components of your rocket and give it a 10% aerodynamic bonus. Ah, I see. To cover up the engine. That's a fairing to the decoupler. Okay. More advanced fairings offer customization to fit your payload. Now we need a fuel tank. We get to the fuel tanks category. Small M fuel tank. Wait. Attaching the way I want it to. Alright, almost done. Now we get to the engines. First stage engine. Attach the engine to the fuel tank. Rocket is now ready. Launch button when ready. Is this not quite looking like it's ready? Still kind of transparent here, even though it's hitting it. Launch button when ready. Yeah, it's not. It didn't actually. For some reason it didn't. Didn't put that on there. Why can't I edit? There we go. Not clearing it. There's a bug here. It's not letting me. It's moving like parts of it. Okay, it's clearly bugged. That's unfortunate. This is talking about orbits. I would like to. How do I restart tutorial? I want to clear all modules. Why won't you clear all modules? You're not listening to me. Menu. Oh no, put me all the way back here. That's not what I want. Alright, so load. There we go. What's going on here? Like it's not fully attached. The frig? Nothing's attaching properly here. What the hell is going on with this nonsense? Like as soon as I move them out of the way, it makes them unable to be clicked. Oh, that's frustrating. This looks like it would be a good game, but it's buggy as hell right now. Well, crap. I guess we're gonna have to go without the tutorial then. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, let's try our hand with it. Do campaign. Selected to direct our new Space Academy. You'll be in charge of exploring our solar system and making new discoveries. I'm mission coordinators. Come see me when you need a mission or additional info about current mission. Okay. Launch crew capsule into space, return to Earth with astronaut, and land safely. That might be a problem. If they're already doing crewed launches, that seems like a bad idea. Okay. bad idea, but sure. That, so I think we're going to want to engines, fuel tanks. I guess I would put a well, I would need an engine on it, right? Oh, vacuum engine, but I need a fuel tank too. Materials that holds a small amount of fuel. Put this one on there? Nope. That on there. Well, vacuum engine. It's pretty tiny. Okay. A coupler here. And then want a oops, I want this medium fuel tank. There we go. Get an engine on it. Okay. That's a thing. And then parachute. Science modules. We got Rick Fiddley in the small capsule. Okay. Leave that rocket for right now. Why is that a thing? When I come back in here to try and try to fix it, can I select all? Oh, that's not even a thing. Like, how do I like say I want to move everything? Oh my god, come on, game, really? How do you not have a... How is select all not like the very first thing you do in a game like this? So annoying. Holy hell, that's so annoying. That time it moved everything. Why did it... I don't know. All right, so launch. Turn down range a little bit. Stage separation. Oh, I had the separation stuff all wrong. Where's my staging here? Wait, wouldn't I want? Wasn't that staging correct? Or does it go? It goes reverse, maybe? Alright. Let's go reverse. Wait, why didn't that separate? Wait, what? I have a decoupler here. Why is the other engine not on this? Shouldn't the other engine be showing up here too? Wow, this is super early. This is unfortunate because it looks like there's a lot of good stuff here, but they have just basic UI issues right now. What the hell is going on with this thing? Like, how am I supposed to make the other... Like, I got the separation there, but then how are you supposed to add something to... How are you supposed to add the other engine to here? Because it should be separation and then the engine firing. But it's like it's not selected for some reason. I don't understand. What the frig is going on here? Well, clearly I'm not a rocket scientist, because apparently none of this is making any sense to me. Oh god, it put it back up top here. Why can't I... How is it that that other engine doesn't go up on there? I mean, if it doesn't show up on there, shouldn't it like automatically fire? Uh-oh. I've really messed up the staging now. How are you supposed to supposed to modify the state? How are you supposed to drag things onto the staging? Just like... I guess I gotta click the engine to turn it on? Is that what it is? That's why it's not part of the staging? Okay. Just not letting go. Is it just that it's got the wrong kind of decoupler? When attaching to a second stage engine, you have the option to create a cover. Yeah, it did that. I have no idea. I guess this is something that would have told me in the tutorial, had the tutorial actually not broken on me. Huh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh well, I guess I can't really show you this game. That sucks. I hate when, like, I can't... You know, ordinarily I would play a game... ahead of time to know. Staging can be activated by pressing the module button or by using the assigned keyboard key if you're playing in mobile, the right touch button. Activated by pressing the module button? Staging can be activated by pressing the module... Oh, I see. The 1, 2, or whatever. Yeah, but that's not... Couplings allow rocket to separate into stages. This will allow the player to make complex rockets. When coupling is attached to an engine, the coupling will automatically cover the engine. Well, yeah, it did that, but it's not not really working. It might be that, oh, you know, I bet the engine, I guess I wasn't high enough. Maybe that's what it is. Like, the engine wasn't going to fire. It's a vacuum engine, so I guess the engine wouldn't fire because I didn't, I didn't get high enough. So if that's the case, I don't know, let's try that. Give it more fuel. But not more thrust, obviously. Down range a little bit. I don't have a big enough rocket engine. Is there like a bigger engine? I don't think I have anything even bigger than that. Like I have to have multiple engines here. Put this right there. Put an engine on that. Let's couple two engines together. That ought to work. Couplers. Oh, I can't even attach one to that. I need to, I'd probably have to make some booster rockets or something. Okay, well, it is what it is, friends. That's unfortunate. I would have wanted to show you more of the game, but it's got that Kerbal Space Program, like, let's be as complicated as possible thing going for it, which a lot of people will like, and that's I'm not poo-pooing that, but I mean, when your first mission is get humans into orbit, it feels like they may need one or two missions prior to that, like, hey, let's go and actually unlock some more engines and stuff before we try to do that. So yeah, that's a thing. This has been Tiny Space Academy. It is by Full Orbit Games LLC, and it's currently quote-unquote released on Steam for $10 US. It still looks like it's in early access, and I really kind of hope it is, because oof, it's in a bad state right now. So hopefully they can kind of make it so that like normal people can actually play the game. That would be great. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is right now. I mean, it's only $10, so it's not like it's going to break the bank or anything. So you could probably just pick it up for that and just tool around with it. But don't expect, unless you are really super familiar with the Kerbal Space Program and you're able to tackle that like very easily, don't expect to get too far in it. If you're a veteran of that and you're able to like handle rocketry without any issues whatsoever, then you'll probably handle this just fine. The user interface is a little bit touchy right now, but that's something they're just going to have to work on. Yeah, that's about all I could say right now, friends. For those who will be watching the recording on the various tubes, I will leave links down in the description that will enable you to do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. All right, my friends, that's about all I'm going to be able to get to tonight. I wanted to get to one more, but it's 11:30. It's quitting time for me. That is going to be that for right now. And yes, normally I would have been playing Last Epoch tonight, but I saw a couple of these games coming down. I just wanted to get some recordings for the YouTubes and just kind of take a look at them. I still have quite a few more here that I want to take a look at as well. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thank you everyone for watching. Tomorrow night is Monday night, so it'll be my Java programming stream. So I'll be just doing some stuff with my digging into the YouTube API and trying to download and upload and all that stuff. So we're getting into that. And Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be back in Dying Light. And Thursday and Friday I'll be back with Assassin's Creed Rogue. Saturday, probably going to be Littlewood. It might be the last Littlewood, I don't know. I'm going to try to make it the last one, because if I don't make if I don't get to the final story, then I'll just do it. I'll record myself doing it and not do the stream of it. I think the streams of it are pretty much run their course right now. I think I have one more in me, and then that's about it, and then I'll just record it from there. So that means I'll have to select something else for Saturdays, which I kind of have something in mind. And then next Sunday will either be Last Epoch, or if I'm feeling up to it, I might do a few more of these first impressions. So we'll see. That's the story as I know it right now, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you bye.